Hi, I'm Jonathan from Juice and Blend. I have here with me the Hurom HH Elite, and we're going to put it through the Juice and Blend juice test. We have our pre-weighed and measured ingredients. We're going to put these through the machine and see what volume of juice the Hurom HH Elite produces. So let's just get right into it. As always, alternate the feeding. Make sure you're putting different ingredients through at different times to try and ease the juicing. It is a better way to prevent clogging. When you're putting things like your leafy greens, your kales, your baby spinach, follow that through with maybe a piece of apple or something that's harder, just to help it feed through the machine appropriately. Again, with the celery, follow that through with something harder like maybe the pineapple or the carrot. Just keep alternating your ingredients. It is important to do that so the machine feeds properly. And just open up the drip cover there. As you can see, we've got pulp coming through the machine, so it is moving through. If you need to use the pusher, do use the pusher, but ideally the machine will just self-feed. I do find with the Hurom you do occasionally need to use the pusher, maybe due to that twin blade technology, because the blades are coming around with the other machines. Because they've only got the one, the food does seem to drop down that gap easier. So we'll just keep feeding away. Again, just to highlight, rotating the ingredients. Making sure the ingredients that you put in before have actually gone through before you put in the next piece. We just want a nice easy feed. As long as we've got motion in the pulp port there, everything's feeding through the machine and it's all going well. So we'll just keep feeding through. A little bit more celery. I'll put the last of the beetroot in. The beetroot is a hard fruit, and you do need to make sure you follow it up with maybe a piece of carrot or something, because the carrot does break up better in the machine and push through. The beetroot's more dense in the machine. Again, with the kale, you might just need to use the pusher again there just to move that along. You can just sit there in the feed chute. Obviously things like the celery, because we cut it so small, it just falls in really easily. But again, with the celery you need to be careful, because celery can clog the machine. That's the last of the cucumber. Put the final few pieces of kale. As always, I like to save a couple of harder pieces, so I'm going to put a piece of apple in. And then the very last piece is the carrot. I always like to put a carrot in at the end. You just might need to give that a little, there you go. Just need a little push to go down into the blades there. Okay, so as the machine's feeding, we can see the pulp is still moving, so that tells us that the machine is still juicing. We can also see we have quite a bit of juice still coming out of the juice chute there. So we will just give the machine a couple of seconds to carry on juicing. It does look like the pulp slowing down, so we're pretty much there, I think. We'll just stop the machine and do the reverse, just to make sure there's nothing sitting in there again, and just forward again. The switch for this machine is just on the back here. So it looks like we've finished there, so we'll just put the drip cap on. We'll take the jug and we'll just pour that off. We do have this this set to mils and it's tared out at 0, so we'll just pour it off and see what the Juice and Blend juice test produces for the Hurom HH Elite. Oh, that's a fantastic result. We've actually filled the jar to the brim. I don't think we'll get any more in there at all. So the results for the Hurom HH Elite are 489 mil. So that's quite a good result. Now, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to like this video or share. And remember to juice and blend your way to a healthy life.